Hi, so now what we're going to do in this video is talk about outlining. Now we've already discussed different types of pre-writing. Remember, in pre-writing we're coming up with ideas and we're organizing. So far we have talked about pre-writing techniques like clustering or webbing or free writing, and you can use all of those, but the purpose of all of those different types of pre-writing is to come up with ideas. Now that we have the ideas, we need to be concerned with part 2 of pre-writing, which is organizing. And an outline is a fantastic way to organize your ideas. Now, the cool thing about an outline is that you can take the ideas and the organization of an outline and actually use it in classes, not just writing. Your speaking and listening classes, your presentations, you will use outlines. They are a fantastic way to organize your ideas and thoughts. Now, there are 2 different types of outlines, and we'll cover both today. The first type of outline is called a topic outline. And in this type of outline, it contains what the name says. It contains your topics. Now, in this outline, you're not going to be worried about complete sentences. You're not going to be worried about perfect grammar. Here, the idea is to just organize your ideas or organize your topics. These are great outlines for speaking and listening because, as you know, we're not supposed to read from our outline. We're not supposed to read from a text when giving a presentation. The second type of outline is called a sentence outline, and sentence outlines are very, very helpful for essay writers. Sentence outline follows the same organizational schema as the topic outline. The only difference is, instead of just using topics or short phrases, a sentence outline has complete sentences. So when you finish your sentence outline, all you have to do is put your ideas in paragraph form following your outline, and then your essay is written for you. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you an example of a blank outline, and I'm going to show you an example of a completed outline, and we're going to see just how exactly this outline helps us to organize our ideas in the best possible way. Alright. So now here I have a blank outline, so let's take a look. Now, there are 3 different parts of your outline, just like there are 3 different parts of an essay. Your introduction is here up at the top, marked off by this Roman numeral 1. Then we have our body paragraphs, the second part of our essay, marked off with a Roman numeral 2. And we have the conclusion, the final part of our essay, marked off with a Roman numeral 3. Now, you don't have to follow this numbering system, but you do need to follow the basic organizational structure. So going back up here to my introduction, you're going to notice that I have it divided into the 3 parts of the introduction. My hook, my connecting information or my background, and my tentative thesis statement. Tentative because we know during the writing process it's probably going to change a little bit. The second part, my body paragraphs, I have divided into 3 smaller parts, my 3 body paragraphs. So I've got a section for paragraph 1, paragraph 2, and paragraph 3. Now, inside each of the paragraphs, I have a space for my different supports. Now, you can have more than the 3 basic supports that I'm giving you right now. If I wanted to, I could go in and add support 4, support 5, support 6, and so on. This is just to give you a basic idea of what it's going to look like. Same thing for paragraphs 2 and paragraphs 3. Now, in the conclusion, my last paragraph, similar to my introduction, I went on ahead and wrote the 3 parts of the conclusion just so that I can remember that these are the 3 parts that I need and this is the order that they go in. So I've got a section for my restated thesis statement, I have a section for my restatement of main points, and I've got a section for my final thoughts and leaving the reader to think about something. So I talked about earlier the 2 different types of outlines. Today I'm going to show you an example of a topic outline, which I already have prepared. So, as you can see, the basic parts of this outline still the same. I still have part 1 of my introduction. I still have part 2, my body paragraphs, and if I scroll down here, I still have part 3, my conclusion. Now, I also have the main organizational scheme from my previous outline. As you can see, I've got a place for my hook, my connecting information, and my tentative thesis statement. So, as you can see, I went through and I added examples of what I'm going to say while I'm writing this essay. So for my hook, I wrote my hook. Do you like changing your room design but don't want to spend a lot of money? So that way, when I'm ready to write, all I have to do, open up my Word document, and hey, I'm going to start writing my introduction, starting with that hook. If you notice, everything that's underlined here, this is what's going to go in my essay. And some of them are incomplete sentences and some of them are not. Like I said earlier, it's really important when you're writing to try to stick to a sentence outline because it's going to give you less work to do later on. Here, all I really have to do is copy and paste this sentence into a Word document, and I already have the very first sentence of my essay. The work you do in your pre-writing is going to help you in your writing process because you will not have to do as much work while you're actually writing your essay. You simply go down your outline, write down the ideas that you have in sentence form, and there you go. Now, the same thing goes for my body paragraphs. Now here, I put the topic of each body paragraph, I put the tools, I put the prep, and paint, which is my third topic. I've also put all of my supports. So when I'm writing an essay, all I have to do later is go through, write one sentence, transition, write another sentence, transition, making sure I have my topic sentence and my concluding sentences as well. So as we move on, when I get to the conclusion, the same thing. All I have to do, copy and paste into a Word document and my conclusion is complete. So now you know how to properly write an outline. Like I said, this skill is something you can take with you not just to your writing classes, but also to speaking and listening as well. And it is also a skill you will use throughout your career as a student. I hope this video was helpful to you. If you have any questions, ask me in class or leave them in the comments below and I will be sure to get back to you as soon as I can. I'll see you guys in class. Bye.